Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. We go to base. Check 55. Come on. Go.
They'll throw on first down to Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Set. One day. Black 30. Let's go. Black.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger.
Here we go.
And it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these...
No spacing. 48. 48. 48. Mike. Target.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Think about some of the memorable performances that Ben Roethlisberger has had over the years, and one of them came against the Ravens. He threw 6 touchdowns back in 2014 in a win against Baltimore. And actually, now that I think about it, that was on the heels of a 6-touchdown performance in a win over Indianapolis the week prior. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Conner, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run from the pistol with Ingram, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Jackson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits. Leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Like 80.
57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Like a 3.
They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
That, like 20.
Check 48's the mark. It's going to be a long.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The former 1st-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
At the 26-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. From the gun on third down, Jackson being chased out left. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And now Jackson will look to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They're running it.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Show that bench release and go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to find Switzer. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready? Black 30.
57. Cut. Watch the twist.
50.
57. Mike, 57.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Black 80.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Black is third.
Ben to throw again. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Roethlisberger now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down. 13.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Connor, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Black 80.
I got you.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Roethlisberger will throw. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 46-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Jackson on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Jackson on 1st down, flushed out right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check it back. Check it back.
On the draw, this is Ingram. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the third time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Roethlisberger now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And some room to roam now. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And some room to work. 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Here I come. Check 31. Check 31.
Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Boswell for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Block 80! 48 right now. Let's go. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I
come. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Block 80! 50 seconds. Come on. Alert, alert. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D, tighten up.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run, it's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Now a play fake here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Jackson to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Devin Bush in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
The drive will start with Connor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 35 on second down, Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A quick pass out to Juju. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Again, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll get 34 yards there. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Here's Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up third down and 15.
The Steelers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Jackson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. It's caught by Bryant. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. With a catch made by Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Past the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6, escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on first. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 1st down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long.
He's checking Craig.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Steelers, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen,